Welcome to Frances Holmstrom's poetry page. My name is Patty, and I am one of Frances's 7 grandchildren. Frances was born in 1881 and died in 1956 at the age of 75 years old. Frances became well known in her little community of Coquille, Oregon, for her artwork and her poetry. She also was well known throughout the Pacific Northwest and beyond. She gained a larger audience through the publication of 3 volumes of poetry. The first publication is Western Windows. It was published in 1937. Secondly was Rich Lady, that came along in 1941. And last but not least, in 1951, Oregon Mist. This YouTube channel is dedicated to the exploration of Frances Holmstrom's written works. We feel that these poems deserve time and space to be deeply reflected upon. Therefore, we've added elements of spoken word and various forms of visual media to aid to that end. Frances was born back east. She was born into a loving home, and she was encouraged to explore art and writing. She moved to the West Coast, where she met her husband, Charles. They lived in a little community called McKinley near Coquille, Oregon, where they gave birth to 2 sons, and a few years later, another daughter and son. After the death of her beloved husband, Charlie, Frances was left to raise her 4 children on their farm in McKinley. Days were hard. It was in the 1920s. Things were scarce. But Frances kept going. She didn't stop. She kept going. Her older sons were helpful to her, but life was hard. But Frances was a person that did not just see the hard. She chose to see beyond. She looked out her window. She saw the beauty of the flowers and the trees and the sky that God had put for her to enjoy and love. So much of her poetry is found in this, and much of her poetry is about her beloved family. Life did not only hold difficulty, it also held great joy for Frances.